friends, drop down in the comment, what is your favorite thing about Thanksgiving? Is it getting together with family and friends or the meal? And also, let me know what your favorite dessert is. Good morning, friends, and happy Thanksgiving. It is currently 8:30 in the morning, and I am about to get started on all of our fixings for Thanksgiving. It's going to be just a small gathering. It's going to be hubby, me, my father-in-law, our oldest son, and our neighbor next door, who also is here from California. He moved in about a year ago. So he's coming over to join us for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to bring you along as I go ahead and get all of our Thanksgiving fixings ready for the day. So let's go over exactly what we'll be cooking today. Because our family is not big on turkey, we are just doing a turkey breast, and this is the turkey that we harvested this summer. So it'll be turkey breast, ham, because we do love ham, mashed potatoes, some gravy, some green beans. I'm making my aunt's green beans, which I absolutely love, and it has bacon in it. It's going to be so good. And stuffing. For dessert, I had planned on making an apple cobbler, but our neighbors actually brought over a apple pie for us to have for dessert. So we are going to be eating that for dessert today. So let's go ahead and get everything out and ready, and let's start making our Thanksgiving dinner. All right, friends, so first things first is we're going to start on our ham. Because we're not doing that whole turkey, and that's usually the longest cooking item, we're going to go ahead and start on our ham first. We did buy a store-bought ham because we didn't have time to cure our own pig ham for this year, and I was really scared about doing that. I haven't done much research on how to cure a ham, so we left that alone, and we're just going to go with what we know we do like, which is a store-bought ham. So we're going to go ahead and get this going right now in the oven. I've got the oven preheated to 325. I'm going to wrap it in some foil, stick it in my pan, and this is going to be cooking for 10 to 12 minutes per pound. And of course, I threw away the thing that tells me how many pounds this ham is. So let me go dig that out of the trash and find out exactly how many pounds of ham I've got here. All right, so it's 9.7 pounds. I'm going to round it up to 10 pounds. So it's 10 to 12 minutes per pound that we're going to go ahead and stick it in the oven at 325. So let me get this undone, wrapped up, and get it in the oven. All right, so I already got started on my green beans. Let me show you what it looked like. So all I did was take a whole package of bacon, chopped it up into pieces, and went ahead and cooked it up. Then I added it to 4 cans of green beans with the juice and everything inside the can. Everything added to a pot, added some chicken bouillon. If I had beef bouillon, I would have added beef bouillon, but I had chicken. So that's what I added to it for some salt and flavoring, and added pepper. That's all you have to do, and then you put it on low and just let it go the entire time that you are cooking your Thanksgiving meal. You want this to really take in the flavor of the bacon, and it is amazing. My aunt makes this every year, and that is like my go-to. I can go through like 3 or 4 bowls of her green beans. So good. So now that it's cooking really, really good, I'm going to go ahead and turn it down really low. And like I said, that's going to go the entire time that you are making your Thanksgiving meal. And if you're somebody that likes their Thanksgiving meal around noon, then you might want to start it the night before. All right, friends, so last night I went ahead and stuck our turkey breast in some brine. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it out, rinse it off really good, and we are going to inject it with some of our homemade turkey broth that we made this summer with the turkeys that we had. And then we're going to put on the smoker for about an hour, get that smoke flavor, and then we'll pull it out and put it in the oven to cook We really like that smoked flavor from the turkey. So let me go ahead and get this rinsed and cleaned, and we'll inject our turkey and get it on the smoker. So look at the size of this turkey breast. This is massive. These have been going in the store for like $30 over here just for one breast. So I am very blessed to have this turkey breast that we didn't have to buy, and we knew exactly how it was raised and what it was fed. So we know this is a good, healthy turkey breast that we're going to be eating on this Thanksgiving. So now that I've got it all cleaned, I'm going to go ahead and pat it dry, and we're going to go ahead and inject it in with our turkey broth. All right, friends, so now that I've got this all patted dry, I'm going to go ahead and stick some butter up underneath the skin, and that will penetrate down into your turkey. And then I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper the turkey breast really good, and then get our brine injected into it. All right, now to inject it with our turkey bone broth. I will be using this broth to make the gravy, so it's okay that I'm dipping my injector in there. This broth will be used today. All right, my turkey's nice and injected. Let's head outside to the smoker and get this going on the smoker. Christmas tree looks.
Good. Oh, it looks nice. It's full. That would be something about small stuff.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Is it?
Oh, it's full. I've got it set to 200, and I've got it on smoke P4, so that's like the highest smoke level that it can do. So we're gonna go ahead and get this turkey breast on there and start smoking it. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and do some prep work now that I've got all of my meats taken care of. I've got the ham in the oven, and I've got the turkey on the smoker. I'm going to get started on my stuffing. I love stuffing. I do not put it in my bird, so I bake it on the side, and I just eat it as I go because I'm so afraid of like salmonella not properly getting cooked. But I know you can do it. So I am going to be baking it on the side in a separate dish. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that ready and together, and then when I'm ready, I'll stick it in the oven to go ahead and start baking so it'll be ready by 3 o'clock. But I can do all the prep work now. So I've got my carrots, my celery, and onion. I'm going to go ahead and chop it up and saute it up and get it ready for the stuffing. Don't waste anything. So when you peel your carrots, save the peelings. When you cut the bottoms and the tops off, save that. Same thing with your onions and your celery. Save the tops and the bottoms, whatever you don't use. Stick it in a separate bag. Put it in the freezer. And for those that are having a whole turkey, you can take the carcass of your turkey with all of the cuttings of your different vegetables and stick it in a pot and let it come to a simmer for 24 hours, and then you can make your own bone broth with your turkey. So don't waste anything. Nothing goes in the trash. Use it all. What happened, Breeze? All right, so now that my mixture has come to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead and add our stuffing mix. And just mix it up real good. I'm going to be putting it in this dish. This is a baking dish. So I'm going to go ahead and put some butter around all of it to get it nice and coated. That way my stuffing doesn't stick to my dish. Now this will take about 40 minutes to cook. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put it into the dish and leave it in the dish until about an hour and a half before we're going to be eating dinner. And then I'll pull it out and bake it in the oven. Alright, that's all ready to go. Alright friends, so it's been an hour and a half. It's time to go ahead and take this turkey off the smoker and get it into the oven to finish baking. Let's see how it looks. It's looking really good. So let's go ahead and pull it off. Let's get this inside. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of butter on top of it, and then we're going to stick this into the oven to finish cooking.
Wow.
23rd.
When's Thanksgiving?
Today.
Today? Oh, we're gonna eat today?
Yep.
Oh. Come on, Thanksgiving.
Smells good. Go empty out that hopper of the smoker and put it in that.
Did you turn it off?
No, and then turn it off after you're done.
Careful of your fingers.
That was good.
Alright, into the oven it goes. Alright, we're on to potatoes now. I love mashed potatoes. So I'd seen something, and I'm going to try it out, that normally I boil my potatoes in water and then I drain it out and I add milk and I mash it up. This time I've seen somebody where they boiled their potatoes in the milk and therefore they didn't drain anything, they just mashed up the potatoes in the milk and they were super creamy. So I'm going to give that a try this time. And that will eliminate one step of having to drain the potatoes and then add cold milk, bring it up to temperature, and mash potatoes that way. So we'll see. I figured you can't go wrong because it's exactly the same recipe, except for I'm just using the milk as the boiling liquid. All right, friends, so the potatoes are done. I went ahead and put the milk in and it thickened up so nicely. Now all I need to do is go ahead and smash it up to turn it into mashed potatoes. But I can't wait to try these and see how they turn out. I'm gonna go ahead and add some butter. Look at how silky these came out. But of course, you gotta add some butter. And some salt. And pepper. All right, so I've got to try these. Oh my God. They're creamier and they taste like a baked potato. Not watery. All you get is the delicious potato taste. This is the new way. I will be doing mashed potatoes from now on. I'm not going back to boiling them in water. They only get boiled in milk. But keep an eye on your milk, because milk can burn. So you have to make sure that you're stirring that pretty consistently, so that way you don't burn your milk while you're trying to boil your potatoes. Oh man. All right, so our ham has fully come to temperature. Now we need to put on the glaze. All right, so we're gonna get this ham on its side, and then we are gonna baste it with its juices while we add the glaze on top and stick it back in the oven on a broil. That way it can get nice and crispy on the outside with a yummy glaze. All right, so now I'm going to set my temperature in the oven to broil. We're going to go ahead and broil this. First, I'm going to take my turkey out so that way that doesn't overcook while we do this, just for a little while till it caramelizes the top of your ham. All right, ham is done. I've got the turkey finishing up. I went ahead and took the top off of it so it can crisp up the skin. And I went ahead and threw in our stuffing. So it's all coming together and I've got 2 hours left. So I'm just gonna cover this up and we'll let it rest outside. It will still be plenty warm enough. Once the turkey is done, I'll set the timer inside on warm. That way everything will stay warm, and I'll just put everything in the oven to stay warm until everybody gets here. All right, so we got everything done. I've got my turkey now cut up. I'm gonna give it a try. Oh my gosh. Really good turkey breast. I'm just gonna put it back in the dish, and that way people can grab what they want. Place foil on top just to keep it nice and warm. My mashed potatoes are all done, and those are still nice and hot. Our ham is all done. And I'm just going to cut around the bone. That way they can take their slices off with no problem. course, I've got to try this too. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Ham is one of my favorite meats. Love ham. And I'm warming up our gravy right now. I made the gravy from the chicken breast, all the juices that I had in there. I made the gravy from that and it turned out amazing. Our stuffing. And I've got the biscuits going in the oven right now, and those should be ready in just a few minutes. Lastly is my cranberry sauce. I made this cranberry sauce last year, our cranberry jelly, and I love cranberry jelly. So I have to have this with my turkey every year. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it out and put it onto my dish, and that way everybody can come and get as much or as little as they want of the cranberry jelly.